Hi everyone, my name is Gnanaraju. I'm a certified nutritionist, fitness consultant, and wellness coach working for last 19 years. With my experience, I would like to present you one of the wonderful topic, videos on alcohol, wellness, and weight loss. So this video will be great help for many people. It will be definitely giving many blessings to many people because this is the topic everybody is looking for. Many people are asking me to record a video on alcohol and its impact on the weight loss and wellness. So let me clarify one by one, and please stay with me because it's little longer, about 1 hour time. So before that, let me introduce about myself. My name is Gnanaraju. I was a former district registrar, group 1 officer, worked under government of Andhra Pradesh for 10 years. Then I quit my job because of my wife coming to this company accidentally. So I also come into this field. So I'm a nutritionist, fitness consultant, personal wellness coach, working for last 19 years. I did my MSc in zoology and a certified nutrition fitness consultant, certified sports nutrition consultant, certified exercise science specialist, triathlete, marathon runner, cyclist, CPR, certified Zumba, strong by Zumba instructor. To reach out to me through Instagram, Coach Gnanaraju is my handle, and Facebook also same, but in YouTube, it's Gnanaraju. So, healthy people definitely metabolize alcohol fairly. They drink and they can able to metabolize. So one standard drink usually, in 1 hour usually they consume per hour. It's not how many drinks, it is how much alcohol you consume. So it's the alcohol, concentration, alcohol percentage. So the tipping point is, usually 1 or 2 glasses of alcohol, okay, but they consume, it's okay. But if it exceeds that, that tipping point, say more than 2 glasses, then it will be problem. So some doctors always say, alcohol is good. We say how? They show this picture. What is shown in the red color is bad. What is shown in the blue color is good. You can look at the picture and you can understand. Alcohol per se is helpful for some other functions, but mostly it is actually negative. So that is the reason why its damage is mostly, it's more dominant than the positive things it contributes. So let us go into details. So blood alcohol concentration, we call BAC, is the main thing to determine about alcohol concentration, alcohol content in our body. What is this equation? BAC, blood alcohol concentration, total amount of alcohol divided by total body water is equal to blood alcohol concentration. So this varies from person to person because from male to female it varies, and because of age again changes. The height and weight and general health, and also the food in stomach, concentration of alcohol in drink, and prescription drugs or taking of illicit drugs. All this matter. So accordingly, there will be the impact of the alcohol content will be there in the body. So usually in the traffic police, usually they for checking, whether how much is the alcohol content. So they check this BAC through a machine, blood alcohol concentration. So again, it all varies from person to person because it varies from person weight and time spent drinking and gender and food, alcohol content, size of the drink. WHO, World Health Organization says about 3 million deaths per year happening because of alcohol. 6 deaths on an average per minute are dying because of alcohol. To add furthermore, they can see this, the chart. WHO says, and there are a lot more impact is there on the alcohol usage. 100% of alcohol use disorders, 18% of suicides, 18% of interpersonal violence, 27% of traffic injuries, 13% of epilepsy, and 48% of liver cirrhosis, 26% of mouth cancers, 26% of pancreatitis, 20% of TB, tuberculosis, 11% of colorectal cancer, 5% of breast cancer, 7% of hypertensive heart disease. So you can understand so many problems are there with the alcohol consumption. It's not just bad luck, lifestyle causes cancer. So Indian doctors are always blaming that, cancer is partly because of alcohol. So into 2020, official World Health Organization body that assesses cancer is formally upgraded classification of alcohol to a definitive human breast carcinogen. Now alcohol is considered as a carcinogenic, meaning cancer causing. So better to avoid as much you can. And if it is taken during pregnancy, what will happen? It will happen, lot damage will be happened in the mothers as well as in the children. Pregnant babies, they have this low birth weight and growth and problems with the heart and kidney and other organs for the baby, damage to the parts of the brain, and even behavioral also. They behave like hyperactive, and they have learning disabilities, poor able to communicate in social situation, poor reasoning and judgmental skills. So the baby is actually affected, not just only the mother. So pregnant ladies always should be careful. Now think about women's equal rights. Yes, men having alcohol is exceeding alcohol is only dangerous. What about women? We equally damage is done to for both the people. So yes, we should have. They have equal rights, no question about it. But damage is damage. Particularly women have more hormones compared to men. So women also have more damage to damage of the alcohol consumption alongside of men. So we always advise even women also should restrict the use of alcohol, or better to avoid it. Unfortunately, in India also this corporate culture of weekends is coming because of West influence. Weekends, Saturdays, Sundays, they try to rest, and in that they try to give the alcohol. So that becomes like a routine. So that is actually spoiling a lot of women also as well. So that shouldn't be like better to have a good habits rather than bad habits. Alcohol has more impact on the brain compared with any other organ. So in the central nervous system, it has a very great impact, like brain and neurons and spinal cord and all that. Suppose a person has at alcohol at 6 p.m. Then again in the afternoon to 2 a.m. Then again see 6 p.m. So the impact will be continuously. Whatever you take, the impact will be for 32 hours. So now the hangover will still be there because of yesterday's drink. So a lot of dehydration also happens, a lot of electrolyte imbalance also happen. And driving next day, that's the reason why police drive, traffic police always advise. So don't drink and drive, because it has a lot of impact. Yesterday's drink also has impact. So think about immediately drinking and driving. It's more side effects. So emotions, memory, balance, speed, and anger levels, all these get affected. Communication between nerve cells slows down. So naturally, all this goes haywire, and the brain still keeps on developing between the age 20 to 25. So the teenagers, and the people, young adults, they consume alcohol. The permanent, irreversible damage happens to the brain. So there affects the growth and memory and all that. So dehydration is the important component when you drink alcohol. So the people feel like going to keep on going to toilet, urination will happen. And if you look at a brain of the alcoholic person, the C, what is shown in the C, you can see that look like a dry fruit, right? Dry walnut. So whereas the picture shown in the A for elderly person, the brain picture, what is shown in the B is of a brain picture of Alzheimer's disease, who has memory loss and other kind of problems. And the person, what is shown in the C is for alcoholic person. So it becomes like, all the dehydration happen and the brain gets really damaged. The cerebral cortex, the main part that actually influences senses and inhibitory centers, it gets lost. So the inhibition becomes exactly opposite, means exhibition will happen. So they don't want to restrict themselves. There are no limits for. Previously they are under limits. Now there are no limit. They keep on talking whatever they want, what to do whatever they want. They lost the senses. They lost the judgment. They keep on talking. Cerebral cortex, because it's affected, they become talkative, keep on talking. So whatever inside in the heart, it comes out. So no secrets. Self-confident, they look like self-confident, and they're less socially inhibited. Meaning they speak just like that, they talk to anyone and they behave with anyone, whatever they want. Thought process get affected. And good judgment also get affected. They don't know with whom, how to behave. So that affects, moral and cultural values and it has a lot of other impact as well. And the frontal lobes of the brain, that is also actually get affected. Because of that, the planning, forming ideas, making decisions, and using self-control, all that goes haywire. Meaning you cannot plan properly, forming ideas don't happen, and making decisions. Most of the real estate, most of the decisions for properties, dealings, they happen in the bars, in the while taking alcohol. So usually you can understand what kind of decisions will come out. Lot of bad judgment do come when they drink and take decisions. And they lose the self-control as well. And the urges, sexual urges or any kind of urges, they will become, limitless. They cannot control emotions. They act without thinking. So that actually afterwards it has a lot of bearing, lot of impact. The main part of the balance, the brain is cerebellum. The cerebellum part actually influences the coordination, thinking, and being aware. That also goes for a toss. So naturally the coordination goes off. So naturally they fall down, they slipper and fall down, and injuries will happen. The thinking also get affected, and they are not in conscious. They don't know what they are doing also. So end up in crimes also certain times. Getting crime also, and they don't have any control. And the hippocampus, the main part of the brain, called as hippocampus, it influences the memories. Okay, so naturally memory problem and trouble remembering, they forget what happening and what happened that time. They have a blackout. Blackout is nothing is remember. They cannot remember anything. Hypothalamus is one of the important part of the brain. It actually influences the blood temperature, body temperature. So no wonder, because of that, blood pressure will go up. Hunger levels gets, hunger, lot of hunger levels will come, and thirst and urination will come. You wanted to go to urine and they wanted to drink lots of water. BP, the effect of BP will study it later part. The hypothalamus is the main thing. This actually controls body temperature. So body temperature naturally becomes very slow. So when you keep it, because body temperature goes down, suppose the person is, staying in the AC for freezing temperature. So body becomes very cold, and because of the AC, it becomes more further cool down, end up in going to coma also. So heart rate decreases. So because of this, heart rate also decreases. So these are some of the pictures, some of the effects of brain due to alcohol consumption. Too much of alcohol is always bad. Alcohol is a drug too. So think twice before you drink. And it's pretty and sweet, but it's deadly also. So teenagers and young adults, please be cautious. And the senior citizens also be cautious. So most of the crimes happen when they drink, because they lose the senses. So this is what Australian government releases this chart. This slide says, are bars always fun? So just like drugs, alcohol is also addictive. Addictive means it makes you like a slave. Alcohol is a drug too. Know which bar you will end up at. So don't go to that kind of bar. You may go to this kind of bar. So don't go into the bars, right? It means prison. So so much sense is there in that, right? So there are physical effects of alcoholism also, not like how we discussed about the influence of the brain, influence of alcohol on the brain. Now we are discussing the physical effects of alcoholism. Lungs, they are also affected. They have breathing difficulties, high risk of pulmonary infections. Muscles become weak and wasting. Wasting means the muscle mass will go down. Muscle spasms means the pain will come. Bones also have developed this osteoporosis. The pores in the bones will happen, and fractures in the bones do happen. Liver develop into cirrhosis, like as liver cancer, hepatitis, and swollen liver will happen. Brain, already said about dementia, memory loss and memory, mood swings and all that. Regarding heart, high blood pressure will happen, irregular heart rate and stroke, happen. And kidneys also, kidneys end up in failure because alcohol, the kidney try to remove that toxicity from the alcohol. So end up in kidney also gets damaged and kidney failure will happen. Hydronephrosis, high risk of kidney stones, and the stomach is affected by ulcers, gastritis, and vomiting. These kind of physical effects of alcoholism. Let us discuss about blood pressure. High BP will happen because of renin-angiotensin enzyme gets disturbed. This actually increase the blood pressure. This is one part. Another part is it also affects the alcohol, actually reduces the magnesium level in the blood. That actually shows the high blood pressure. So now these are the two ways of affecting the blood pressure through alcohol. So BP, you don't want to get, so try to avoid alcohol or try to minimize as much you can. Not only that, but also a lot of water retention will happen. That's called edema. Edema. You can see the legs, swollen legs, and tremors in the the hands and the muscles. They become weak and they become unconscious also. Sometimes consciousness will go off. Okay, there is a one more thing called alcoholic liver disease. So there is a liver gets damaged, no question about it. Because liver is also try to remove the toxins from the body. Alcohol is a toxin, no question about it. So in the process, alcohol also liver also gets damaged. This is called alcoholic liver disease, or it turns into fatty liver. The fatty liver is two types: alcoholic fatty liver, non-alcoholic fatty liver. Because of alcohol, this turns into fattish. That's called alcoholic fatty liver. If because of general obesity and fatty, visceral fat accumulation, then the fatty liver happens. It's called non-alcoholic fatty liver. But either case, liver is gets damaged, and liver to replace. There is no other way to make it healthy. Only way is to replace it. To replace it, transplantation is required. For transplantation, it's required to get a new person, a person who is dead. That kind of liver has to be replaced, transplanted. So it takes about 30 to 40 lakhs, but there's also queue in that line, right? So that's the reason why there are a lot of long-term side effects of also of alcohol is there. Brain damage, loss of attention span, liver fibrosis, irregular heartbeat, stroke, loss of memory, cardiomyopathy, learning difficulties, alcoholic hepatitis, cancer, liver damage, high blood pressure. So you can understand. So some people also have this, reproductive problem like impotence and lower sperm count. So because of that, men cannot able to produce children. For female, failure to ovulate, eggs will not be released. So miscarriage happens, and they also end up in infertility. So these are a lot more things are there. So when the alcohol is taken more, alcohol intake is more, then metabolism cannot keep up to the point, because alcohol body, when the alcohol comes, and immediately body tries to remove alcohol, try to affect on the alcohol, that actually affect the fat burning. So calories also, calories also get affected because alcohol has calories. We have a discussion about detailedly in the coming slides about all calories and less fat burn. The moment alcohol is consumed, so the body forgets about fat burning of the fat burning. Otherwise, it used to do. It will not do work on the fat burning. It only try to remove that alcohol, try to metabolize. In the process, fat accumulates more. And number three, hunger levels goes for a toss, and they feel like eating more and more. And number four, bad choices. I said, remember the cravings, that inhibition center will get affected. So they don't mind eating anything. Usually salty food and spicy food, oily food, try to eat, binge on. Bad choices they have because they lost the, consciousness. So how alcohol affects your weight loss? As I said in the four components, let me explain furthermore. It also basically is like empty calories. What is empty calories? It's empty in nutrition, not in calories, empty in nutrition, but calories. Okay, 1 gram of alcohol goes to 7 calories. We'll discuss about it. It gets burned as a primary fuel source. It's not the secondary. So the moment alcohol comes, alcohol will be burned as a primary fuel source. So naturally, it will affect your organs. It also affect your liver and the kidneys and all that. It can contribute to your belly fat. Mostly the fat will form in the belly. Affects judgment calls with food. So you lose the judgment. So naturally, no wonder you end up eating junk food. Affects the hormonal imbalance also. You know, so negatively affects sleep quality. People think by drinking alcohol I can get a good sleep. Not true. It's a myth. Temporarily they may get little sleep, but eventually they get disturbed. Sleep gets disturbed, so REM goes down. Okay, rapid eye movement, it goes down. So we'll discuss about sleep quality also in the eventual next slides. It affects digestion and nutrition uptake also. So when the alcohol is intake is more, body cannot absorb all the nutrition. So naturally it also affects the digestion process. And you see this, everything has calories, including coffee, tea, and even beer also has calories, 220 calories. And if you look at gin and the vodka and brandy, everything has calories. Per se, they have the calories. Leave about the mixing in that, you know, is a per se, in pure state also they have calories. And if even red wine, 125 calories, champagne, 84 calories, everything has calories. Pina colada, 490 calories. The more you add additions like soft drinks, additional soft drinks, and something, what all you add additives, it has more calories. So at the time, usually they eat, chicken or mutton or some fish or fried fish, usually they eat. So the saturated fat also has calories, and saturated fat you should not eat more. And we have to reduce vegetable oils, but unfortunately we end up eating more of vegetable oils. Soda can has 140 calories. Potato chips has 230 calories. And potato chips also has sodium, 270 milligrams of sodium. You just require to take 5 grams of sodium in a day. But potato chips, if you keep eating, mulching while drinking alcohol, it also has sodium as well as calories. Burger, 810 calories and 490 calories only from the fat. So fat calories are different from regular calories. So it's not just only calories, it's the nutrition, right? Anything portion size, excess will convert into fat. The French fries, one medium, 450 calories, 22 grams from additional fat. So look at this chart, then you can understand this alcohol drinking is equivalent to eating food, like eating snacks. It's like eating pizza, cheeseburger, sausage, or a piece of cake, or muffin, or donut. So that's the reason why try to avoid parties or socialization unless it is very important. When it is important, if you have a control, you can go, no problem. But if you want to go to parties or socialization, go for socialization, not for party, not for eating or drinking. Your goal is 80% socialization, 20% only for eating or drinking. But people, unfortunately, when they are invited, they think they are inviting you for food. It's not for food, it is for socialization, talking more, eating less, drinking less. Okay, so in that case, have some food and go, have something full so that you don't end up in eating there. So that's the reason why, try for more water and go for a fruits and salads and preferably have shake also, our nutritious shakes. And, don't eat heavy meals outside. Usually most of the parties will be in the night, late nights. Late nights is more dangerous time because food will not get digested, right? So, and try to consume, alcohol very, very less. In case required, take lots of water in between and take lots of salads and fruits rather than oily items and salty items and masala items, right? So cut down sugary sodas, sugary juices, frozen blended drinks. So healthy snack idea. So when during alcohol, you can have this is like a healthy snack in case you wanted to have. So like a healthy stuff like fruits and salads and this kind, not like a oily and very high calories and junk kind of food. So the next question a lot of people ask me is, can alcoholics take shake and supplements? Yes, they can. Preferably before the alcohol, this is always better. Shake is always better. Prefix it rather than suffix it, right? So in case not possible, can I have alcohol? Then I come and have the shake. Yes, you can also have it. Instead of our food, shake is always safe. They're good food. But it's just like, it's like a, good food. This alcohol is bad. So why to spoil your body with the bad and again give the good? I'm not telling don't give. I'm giving give. But why to choose bad stuff? This is my point. So that's the reason try to escape as much you can. Try to limit it as much you can. If not possible, then have it little, but have more shakes. No question about it. And supplements, multivitamin, all that you can have it. Will they have any reaction? No reaction. Absolutely, this is more safe rather than our food. This is cellular nutrition, directly gets into absorbed into the body, whereas our food difficult to get absorbed, right? And very less in calories, 200 calories. So not much damage is done, right? Next one, reduce your salt. As I said, remember, we should not take more than 5 grams of salt per day. Sometimes in one meal, one snack goes to some hundreds of grams of salt. So be careful about the salt content, what you eat. And instead of tea coffee, sometimes they drink tea coffees. In place of tea coffees, go for a fresh. Either you can have many number of times of a fresh so that you don't end up in drinking a lot of alcohol. So instead of tea coffee, always fresh is safe because it's 0 calories, less than 5 calories, called 0 calories, and it has very less caffeine compared with other tea coffees. And it has different flavors also. And as you said, remember, it's like drinking water. You have to drink lots of water. So to limit alcohol consumption, you can have more times of afresh, and also add more. That alcohol also can add afresh, or can also add herbal tea concent, herbal, aloe concentrate, HAC. So this is also good, safe. In the alcohol, you can add aloe vera. Aloe vera is also good. So for the taste point of view. So like a water you require, so that's how it works out. Because most of the time alcohol remove the water, so dehydrate. So this adding water makes sense. So reduce your hangover also, and because of the hangover and because of alcohol consumption, you become tired. Now, when you want to do exercise, physical fitness, you become sluggish and confused, and the gym also, you cannot able to enjoy. The exercise also cannot enjoy. And up to 40 grams of alcohol, testosterone, the main hormone that actually helps you to do workouts, not much change. But if you increase more than 2 or 3 glasses of alcohol, that is more than 150 grams of alcohol consumption, then testosterone, the main hormone that's actually helpful while doing exercise, will go down further, up to 23% decrease. So that actually affects you even after 36 hours, almost 1.5 day it affects. So how it affects? The muscle protein synthesis will go down. Means even in spite of doing exercise, muscle will not form. And leucine, the main amino acid required to form the muscle, its oxidation also will goes down. So meaning ultimately muscle will not form, so useless. You will not do exercise. Added to that, the leptin levels also goes down. Leptin make you hungry. So the moment reduces the appetite, leptin reduces the appetite. The moment leptin is suppressed because of alcohol intake, actually the feeling of fullness will not come. So how much ever you eat, keep on eating, you'll keep on eating it, right? So that is the reason why if you watch people, when they consume alcohol, they keep on eating lot, particularly late nights. You can see people eating limitless. That because of leptin levels goes down. So on the finally, alcohol and weight gain are very close, very similar. So alcohol, how it contributes to weight gain? Because alcohol, the moment is ingested, alcohol is metabolized. The first focus body takes is alcohol. Then fat oxidation, means fat breakdown, will be stopped, meaning fat will not break down. And naturally weight gain and metabolism goes down. Weight gain will happen and metabolism also goes down. So naturally the glucose and the glycolysis cycle, glycogen become breaking down to glucose, the glycolysis cycle, and fat, beta oxidation, giving you energy, all that will not happen. So alcohol has 1 gram, one alcohol is 7 calories. 100 grams of alcohol is 700 calories. Only alcohol plus additional food you take, no? So alcohol break it down to acetaldehyde, and then it will further break down to acetic acid, then acetyl CoA. This all, the metabolism goes down. REM, that's rapid eye movement during the sleep, it will affect because of alcohol consumption. So people think, because of intake of alcohol, I can sleep longer. No. You may get little drowsy, but it will not give you quality sleep. So you suddenly wake up and later on sleep goes off. So that's the reason why REM goes down, naturally sleep quality goes down. And in spite of doing a workout exercise, the muscle, forms in the night time, no? When you sleep. So muscle synthesis will not happen, and muscle recovery also will not happen. See, that's the reason why alcohol in consumption is not at all good for, muscle building and fat breakdown, right? Weight loss, not at all good. So in addition to alcohol consumption, there is also one more demon, smoking. So alcohol and smoking, they become like a twin, friends. So alcohol itself has a lot of bad things, And smoking has even more worse things, right? So that you'll get to know in the next video. So that's the reason why most of the people, they end up in becoming fat, mota. They become mota, fat. So usually the fat will come in the petty, beer belly we call. But is it really beer belly comes because of beer or alcohol? Is yes or no? Is we can sometimes we can say yes, sometimes we cannot say yes. How? It's not exactly the tummy will come, but tummy need not be only because of belly. The belly is beer or alcohol is an indirect contributor, not directly contributor, because the beer, as I said, remember the fat will not form, so weight loss will happen. Weight loss cannot happen. So because of that, metabolism goes down. Because of that, usually belly come out, right? So directly drinking beer will not come here. The tummy will not come. So that's the reason, though it's called as beer belly out of fun, but scientifically it is not correct. Meaning ultimately the fat forming, and the fat is again two types: subcutaneous fat and visceral fat inside, solidified fat. Okay, so this fat will be there. The whatever the visceral fat is more deadly, more dangerous. The moment you cut open the tummy, inside the fat, that's more dangerous. Why it is dangerous? Because it causes inflammation and cancerous, carcinogenic. A lot of things are there, and it also the fat also inside the blood circulation tries to influence the blood circulation, meaning it tries to interfere in the blood circulation by causing clots. That ends up in atherosclerosis, or heart attacks and strokes and brain stroke, heart stroke, by and large the same. So it interferes in the blood circulation. So people when they put on the tummy, called bada set hai. Jitna bada pet utna bada set, which is not true. Scientists, they don't agree with that. They say greater the waistline, shorter the lifeline, meaning the more the tummy is coming up, you are living less time. Your lifespan is coming down. So that is the reason why don't increase the belt size. Look at the belt size and they tell you your lifespan. So that's the reason you have to be lean, and tummy should be inside. So if the fat goes up, naturally also indirectly influence the bad cholesterol called LDL, low density lipids, and HDL, good cholesterol, HDL lipids will go down, and LDL, bad cholesterol, go up. So how to reduce it? We have the beta heart, actually made up of beta glucan, is a very good proven patented product. It actually influences the bad cholesterol, reduce the bad cholesterol, increase the good cholesterol. So when the patty comes out, the intestine, the inside parts, they all become, as I remember, they get spoiled, and they don't absorb the nutrition. So that's a we call unhealthy digestive system. So this has to be cleaned. Okay, body knows how to clean it. We need not clean, but we have to support it proper, good nutrition, including fiber. So fiber we have in terms of powder, we call active fiber complex tablet form of, we call it like active fiber tablet. So fiber complex fiber is two type, soluble fiber, insoluble fiber, and both are put together called, when it is together, it's called best fiber. So it promotes regularity, means constipation go off, motion becomes free, and healthy bowel movement, and also support for growth of friendly intestine bacteria. That's why we call this as any fiber we call like a prebiotic. Okay, and we also have multivitamin mineral herbal tablets. Remember certain enzymes and they get disturbed. Some micronutrients like magnesium, they goes down when you take alcohol. So that's the reason a multivitamin supplement is very good for alcoholic people. And fat is essential. Good fat is good, very important. Not the bad fat. Saturated fat and trans fats are bad, and unsaturated fats and omega-3 fats are good. So that's what we have. Omega-3 fats with EPA and DHA, icosapentaenoic acid and docosahexaenoic acid. They're very good. They also very good for immune function as well. And this omega-3 fats have a lot of health benefits, including eyes and hormone support, nervous system, and a lot of things are there. In addition to that, for heart patients, heart people, they always can take this best of the product from Dr. Louis Gnaro, who got Nobel Prize for discovering this nitric oxide molecule, which is helpful for the heart patients. So this nitrox comes from the L-arginine, which can create more nitric oxide during the night time. That's the reason why most of the heart patients, they develop heart attack during the night time, because nitric oxide levels goes down. Whereas once you give this nitrox, nitric oxide levels go up in the blood circulation, that actually have a lot of health benefits. In addition to cardiovascular system, it also has other health benefits as well, as said by Dr. Louis Guinaro. And gut health, I said, remember intestine, tummy should be clean. So tummy has that immunity also. We call gut is called the second brain, meaning it also controls the emotions and all. So we have good bacteria. We come almost 1 billion live bacteria from simply probiotic. It has a lot of health benefits like in digestion, immune system, better nutrition, even for weight loss, strong stress support and other things. So gut health is very important. So the simply probiotic also great addition for the alcoholics. And when water retention increases more, water retention retains in the tissues and fat tissues in the body. So this cellulose removes the cellulite, that extra bone fat, extra that fat water, water content in that tissues. So that's the reason why water, for removing water retention, the cellulose also great help. So likewise, we have a lot of nutrition support, and we also have protein, personalized protein powder. It is more better than non-veg protein, and it is low in calories. Diseases run in families because eating habits run in families. Many people think genes, yes, genes is there 20-30%, but mostly eating habits. So family eats a lot of sweets. Children also eat a lot of sweets, and that's how it happens. If parents and grandparents drink, usually some families themselves, children also drink and grandchildren also drink. That's how it works out. So they eat spicy food. Everybody in the family can keep on eating. So that's it. Be aware of your habits, particularly watchful about this salt. Binge eating, and am I hungry? Am I angry? Am I lonely? Am I tired? In these circumstances, more prone for binge eating, more prone for eating more, or for drinking more. So hunger time, angry time, lonely time, tired time. So be careful, be watchful, and don't use food for comfort. And don't use alcohol also for comfort. Some people just have a time pass for comfort, they drink it, which is not good. So that's the reason why I develop the good habits, not bad habits. It's like a reward, craving, cue, craving, response, and reward. Like friends ask you, the moment friends come, they ask you, what are you doing? Why don't you come with us? We have a party. So that's a cue trigger. Then you felt craving. Then you responded. You went to bar. Then you drank, and it's like a reward. So now this has to break. So the friends, the bad friend has to go. Then the trigger will not be there, right? So you have to cut down the trigger. Sometimes, because of weekends, you end up in boozing. So the moment weekends, that time if you make yourself busy, occupied, so this alcohol will not be there. So something like that. So don't make just resolutions. A lot of people, they make resolutions during the certain period, like say New Year, say in the happy festival. Say this today onwards, I am going to do this. So resolutions are fine, but unless they are supported by habits, they are not fine. So you have to create habits. Habits make or break us. So old habits will not die. They don't die hard, even if you try hard. So that's the reason why you require a lot of time, lot of strength also you require. So some people come to me and say, sir, I stopped drinking. In my counseling, they tell us, I stopped drinking. I'll ask them, when did you stop drinking? 2 days back, sir, before coming to you, I stopped drinking. I've taken a decision. Can I believe that one person? No, because it takes some time, right? It may take 90 days, it may take 3 months, sometimes 6 months, 1 year also. So it's not so easy to believe that person, right? Similarly, every discipline affect each other. Mistakenly the man said, this is the only area where I felt let down. It's not true. Every let down affects the rest, not to think is naive. Meaning some people say only this is the only place, or alcohol is the only place, my weak point. Otherwise, I'm fine, which is not true. That let down affects the other thing. It affects the other thing. So one negative thing affects the other things. One positive thing also affects the other thing. So because nothing is working in isolation, everything affects everything. So that's the reason why develop the good habits rather than bad habits. Don't say this is the only one place. And how to develop a new habit. There's a rule called 21/90, meaning it takes 21 days to build a habit and 90 days to build a lifestyle. Lifestyle is more important. So to develop this, you require to have a strong, so habit strength should be great. Meaning inside, you should develop that strength. How the habit strength will happen over a period of time, the frequency of the time, more the time passing, So the more chances of that habit forming, so that it will brain have that rewiring, so that it will not break the habit, right? So that's the reason why I try to develop the habits first. So better to cut down, alcohol. If it's not possible, then then go for reduce, try to avoid it. In case not possible, then minimize it, minimize the alcohol, then try to stop it once and for all. Say, take a decision, be strong on that. So which is wiser investment, spending on insurance, life insurance, or wellness products. So insurance, life insurance, fine, but you are insuring on yourself. That means the money, if you die, it will go to your family. If you die, my question is, why to wait for a death when you can spend more on wellness, meaning you can live longer? Yes, there is a chance for, we don't have any control on the life, no question about it. But at least you can try, no? Okay, so I'm not telling life insurance is bad. I'm telling it is good, but it is more good to spend on wellness products. So it is fine. Insurance product spending is fine, life insurance. But so when you spend on wellness products, super fine. This is my opinion. But same money, but different style. Say somebody spends, say, 10 lakh rupees for insurance, life insurance, but is spending only 5,000 rupees for wellness, which is not balance. You have to spend even more for the wellness product, because this will wellness make you live longer, be away from the hospital, be away from the sickness, right? So what is the cost of alcohol addiction? So much is there. You can say billions of dollars for a poor person, even say per day. A poor person also spends some 200 rupees, 300 rupees every day. But the 200 rupees, 300 rupees every day into 30 days goes to 6,000, 7,000 rupees, correct? So per year, so much money. Same money he can spend it on himself, on health and exercise, nutrition, fruits, and a lot of things are there, and the coach. And so that's the reason I'm telling everybody can afford. But instead of spending on the bad stuff, always they can spend it on themselves for a good cause. Health is like money. We never have a true idea of its value until we lose it. When you lose it, we make a big fuss. God, 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 my God, what happened? What happened? Doctors are, please help me. You fall on the feet of anyone, whoever comes. But yes, we have to do when the crisis comes. But I'm telling you, why not to prevent? Why not to be more proactive rather than reactive? It's like a money. If you maintain your health, so you maintain your wellness, it's perfectly like a money, as good as investing. Health is an investment, not an expenditure. Don't consider like expensive, meaning spend it off. It's not like spending. It's like investing on yourself so that you can live longer, you can work more, productivity increases, your business increases, all that. So, but unfortunately, throughout the world, people are not proactive, they are reactive. They spend only 5% on every healthy dollar on wellness, but 90% of every healthy dollar on treatment. Many people are reactive always. They wait for the disease, then they spend money. So why to wait for that? So always is a wise idea to become proactive and save medical costs and illness and other things. And there are some myths also associated with this. They say alcohol reduces my stress level. Is the alcohol really helping me cope up with this stress? Temporary looks like that. When I drink alcohol, I forget all my stress. Temporary it looks like, actually makes you drowsy. It makes you totally, unconscious. So that does not solve the problem of stress. You have to really attack the main problem, no? But not, by, cheated, deceived by temporary thing. So actually, it causes more further damage instead. So the stress will not go, the problem will not go. If you sit right and properly think properly how to solve this problem, there are a lot of solution God gives you. So alcohol helps you to sleep. That is also a myth. Alcohol will not help you to sleep, sleep also. Alcohol and stress lead to weight gain. Yes, there are far better ways to relieve stress than just drinking alcohol. You can do exercise, you can spend some time meditation or prayer, or sit with a coach or experienced person. Lot ways are there. Maybe sit with a, healthy community like that. So, but if you think alcohol solves my problem, you are mistaken. Signs of alcohol addiction. So secretly try to do chupke some behavior, inflexibility with the plans you don't stick on, and you lie a lot of time lying about your plans, and you say something and you don't agree, naturally you lose that trust, and usually they end up in bank account becomes kali means, no money in the bank account. So financial troubles and stealing and money or substances, isolating yourself, disregard for others. You're not caring about others. You yourself in your own world, drink and myself, like selfish kind. So you end up in depression. You say always, I am only depressed. You talk about your problems all the time, thinking that no, other people don't have any problem. So naturally, you lose out social support and anxiety and the suicidal tendency will come. So then, what is the solution? So depression, alcohol is also depression. No, alcohol actually creates more depression. So you are away from the main society. So that's the reason why we welcome you to our healthy community. This is what we do. We welcome you. We have a healthy community. We teach you more. We educate a lot of things on digestion, lifestyle and right lifestyle, and what to eat, what not to eat, how to be fit and fine. Alcohol is unsafe for the developing brain. Alcohol can damage your brain forever. The long-term functioning and health of your brain depends on the choices you make today. Your responsible attitude towards alcohol can have a positive influence on your friends and family. Remember, are you feeding your body like a racehorse? You remember how people, how racehorse is being fed. Wonderful food, now, not junk food, great quality food, because it has to run. It has to run like a race, jump like a racehorse, right? So, whereas what about us? We drink and eat all the kinds of food, junk food. So few steps down the line, we become breathless. You walk a little more, you become breathless. You cannot walk, you cannot talk. What is that? Are you feeding your body like a racehorse? Unfortunately, not. So who is influencing you? Jimran, my mentor, he says you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the time most with. Meaning, if 5 people are there, you are become average with whom you are spending most of your time. So if 5 people are, drunkards, you also likely to become drunkard. If 5 people are fitness conscious, you also become fitness conscious. If 5 people are to read books, you also likely to read books. If all these 5 people we keep on watching movies, most probably you also become influenced by movies. You also keep on watching all the movies in the world. So your attitude is greatly shaped by influence and association. What is this association? What is this attitude? There are 5 pillars, 5 pieces to the life puzzle. Number one, philosophy. How you think, attitude, how you feel, action, what you do, results measure progress often, and that end up in lifestyle, right? So your current lifestyle is because of results, result because of your action because of your attitude because of philosophy. Some people mistakenly say life is we have only one life, so let us enjoy the most. So what is the meaning of enjoyment? Only one life, no? So we have to daily drink, daily eat, ice cream, daily eat biryani, daily enjoy everything, the best of the thing. So that means for them, no tomorrow, only one life. So they try to, in the name of one life, they try to do all mischief, and in 4 or 5 years they become diabetic, they become hypertensive, they become heart patients, and all kind of problems, and bank balance will happen. Bank balance will go off because of their bad thinking. They felt attitude is wrong, action is wrong. And some people think in other way. They say, no, no, life is only one life, so we have to be more principled. We have to be more, inspiring people, so that we have to inspire many people. We have to become champions. We have to become something. So they become like this. So these philosophy is different from this one's philosophy, right? So that's the reason I have right philosophy, right thinking that actually take you to great levels, great heights. So wisdom from Holy Bible on alcoholism, you will really get surprised if you look at the, what Bible wanted to say about alcoholism way back in those years. Wine is a marker, it mocks. And whoever is intoxicated by it is not wise. Many people who drink alcohol, they are not wise. And he that loveth wine and oil shall not be rich. See, people who keep on drinking oil and drinking, alcohol and keep on eating oily food, they are not rich. No wonder, no. It is not for the kings to drink wine, nor for the princes strong drink. It is not for the, good people to drink, not for the princes, not for the kings. So now you understand. If you want to be like a king and prince, you should not drink. Some labor people, they want to forget about their work and they wanted to sleep. For them, okay, little, that also limited, but not for the kings, not for the princes. See how beautiful it is. And usually these people eat oily food now. So take care of your body is the only place you have to live, because you have to treat your body like a temple. That's what Jim Brown says, borrowing from the quotes from the Bible. So take care of your body. It's the only place you are living. So that's the reason why we educate on lifestyle habits. We create a healthy community. We teach healthy recipes. We teach healthy eating guidelines. We teach healthy dining of tips. We ask people, we encourage people to lead an active lifestyle rather than a passive lifestyle. We teach people how to read labels, how to make wise decisions on the shopping, how to read nutrition label, how to make healthy snacking and calories, and what to keep in the refrigerator, what to keep in the dining table. All that we are going to, educate the people. So we are going to do, this socialization, like healthy community. You can see me there in blue t-shirt, working, helping people to do group workouts in green t-shirt. And these are our clients like us. We help a lot of children also, a lot of senior citizens, a lot of celebrities like Ma'am Lavanya. And a lot of people with us, they lost more than 40, 50 kgs. So you can see their pictures and make out a lot of people, they got wonderful, great results, 65, 75, 82 kilos. So we are supported with massive science, and all our FSSA complied and thoroughly tested. And we are the number one brand in weight management, also in meal replacement and protein supplements, also in sports drinks. We are the award-winning products. If you are looking for a personalized plan for you on diet and fitness and lifestyle, we are here to help you. So you just have to call us, be within touch with us. And I already explained about our experience, 19 years. And you can reach out to us through Coach Gnanaraju and Gnanaraju channels. Simple, I was leading simple, ordinary life. Though I did my MS in zoology, I went up to IAS interview. I was a group one officer. But I don't know all these things. I used to like anything, you know. So theory is different from practice. I was not practicing what I learned. So you can see me there. No wonder I was having a tummy at 26, 27 years. As assistant IG, I was, you can see me there, responsible post. And I also worked in field post like district registrar in Khammam and Nalgonda. Last place was Vijayawada. There I quit my job. Busy job and responsible job. And because of my wife, I accidentally come across this company and came across this field. And my wife lost weight, amazing weight. You can see the transformation. Here, 21, 22 years. Here you can see it, 44 years now, 44 years. Almost double years, but she looking much younger. Here I was 27 years. Now I'm 52 years. Can you believe 52 years? 27, 52. We both looking different and extraordinary, leading lifestyle, new lifestyle. And we are living what we preach. And I do 42 kilometers full marathon running. And my wife also does running, and my children also do half marathon and 10 kilometers. And our children grown so taller because of nutrition. My wife and me, we both lost weight. You can see the transformation in us and children. And women, my wife got this award called Women for Golden Telangana. We recently got this award, Lifetime Achievement Award. And we teach people, we educate the people, whatever we learn because of great trainers like Jim Rohn. And we are very blessed to have Mary Kom and Virat Kohli as our brand ambassadors, and Cristiano Ronaldo, fitness gurus. Dieting, we also are proud to have dietitian advisory board members, top class, Harvard doctors, Nobel Prize winners. Dr. Susan Bavarma, registered dietitian. I met her. I got training from these people, Dr. Dana Ryan, sports nutritionist, Dr. Kent Bradley, top class, international class doctors and scientists. Dr. Samantha Clayton, she's our fitness guru, and Dr. Vasilos Frankos, he worked for US FDA before, and this doctor is my favorite scientist. Dr. David Heber, I met him with him and I got trained from him. Dr. Luigi Grappin, Harvard doctor, and our current CEO, Dr. John Agnobi, previously coming to our company, was with the White House as a health secretary. And we are so blessed to have Dr. Richard Henry Carmona, 70th Surgeon General of US, got training from him. So that's the reason why we are blessed to have great experience of 19 years. And in this journey, we help a lot of people. If you also wanted to talk to us, reach us, you can always free to come us. But if you already have a coach, please contact them, not me. If you don't have any coach, then you can always contact us. These are my phone numbers, email, Facebook, Insta, and all that. Our goal is to make world healthier and happier. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and like this video and share this video to many people so that they also get benefited out of this. And thank you so much for your time. Wish you all the best. God bless you. Thank you so much. Tata. See you. Bye bye.